In this video, we will learn about gross anatomy of the spinal cord. For the teaching purposes, the human brain and spinal cord are removed from the cadaver. Spinal cord is a cylindrical structure with an average length of 50 centimeters and diameter of 1 to 1.5 centimeters. Spinal cord is cylindrical structure, flat and dorsoventrally, that is located in spinal canal into the vertebral column. Now we are looking at ventral side of the spinal cord. Spinal cord is protected with connective tissue that is called meninges. There are three meninges: dura mater, arachnoidea, and pia mater. Thickest superficial membrane is dura mater that forms the tube that extend from the foramen magnum at the base of the skull to sacral vertebra. Between dura and next covering membrane arachnoidea is epidural space. Spinal cord is suspended in the dural sheath by the ribbon-looking structure made by two other membranes, arachnoidea and pia, which is named denticulate ligament. Denticulate ligament is attached at 21 points to the dural sheath between foramen magnum and the place where dura is pierced with roots of spinal nerves of the first lumbar spinal nerve. Spinal cord is segmentally structured and has 8 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar and 5 sacral segments. Spinal cord has 31 pairs of spinal nerves that connect periphery with spinal cord and vice versa. Each spinal nerve has pairs of dorsal roots and ventral roots. Dorsal roots bring information from periphery, while ventral roots send information from the spinal cord to the periphery. Dorsal and ventral roots join to make spinal nerve. Each root has several branches or rootlets. Spinal nerves pierce dura and arachnoidea and exit spinal cord. Dorsal roots are primary afferent and visceral fibers from cells in the dorsal root ganglion that are outside of the spinal cord. Here we can see dorsal root ganglion as oval swelling along the dorsal root close to the junction with the ventral root. Spinal cord is conical shape at the end, and that ending of the spinal cord is named as conus medullaris. Conus medullaris tampers as a filum terminale that is vestige of spinal cord of the embryonic tail. Filum terminale is made of pia and neuroglial cells. Spinal cord grows slower than vertebral column, and it ends at the level of L1 to L2 of vertebral column in adult. Spinal nerves that correspond to the segments of lower spinal cord, instead of piercing the dura mater like in the more rostral spinal cord, run caudally in the subarachnoid space and make structure called cauda equina. Now we will review spinal cord blood supply. Upper segments of spinal cord, cervical segments, are supplied by two major arteries that originate from vertebral artery: anterior spinal cord artery and paired posterior spinal cord arteries. Lower segments of spinal cord are supplied by small diameter segmental spinal arteries and anterior and posterior radiculate arteries, which could be identified in different diagrams. However, we can see here one example of bigger diameter radiculate artery in the lower segment of the spinal cord. This artery is known as spinal artery of Adamkiewicz. This concludes spinal cord demonstration.